Eala has exceeded her wins from last year on clay. She had 2 wins and 4 losses last year. That is her 3rd win on the dirt during this clay court season. She's had wins over Grabert in Linz, Pavlyuchenkova in Madrid, and now she's won a match in Rome over Magdalena Frech. Last year she went out in the first round. And in the next round, she's going to be playing Wang of China in what will be an eagerly anticipated encounter. We're going to preview that match right now, so do please stay with us as we look forward to that round of 64 clash between Alexandra Eala and Xinyu Wang. They have played each other once before, as you could see from this head-to-head on the WTA website. We will look at that match in a moment, that previous match. Of course, Wang has got some prowess on the doubles side, and she certainly has a bigger serve than Alex Eala, as you can see from her 74 aces so far this year. Eala, by the way, hitting just 20 aces throughout the season, and she hit 0 today. I don't expect her to be hitting many more aces during the clay court season. Let me know in the live chat or in the comments below how many aces you think Eala's going to hit more between now and the end of the French Open. And by the way, with this win today, the chances of her playing the WTA 125 in Parma recede, but I suspect for that to be not on the agenda, she'll probably have to beat Wang. We'll come to my prediction for that match in a moment. As you can see, though, Wang with the first serve percentage there, much more favorable than Alex Eala in terms of first serves won, 65.4% compared to Eala's 61.5%, and second serves won. By the way, second serves won, interestingly, both are below the 50% mark. And in fact, actually, Eala winning more of her second serves than Wang is. So perhaps the serve advantage isn't quite so great. So I think first serves landing in will be huge for Wang in particular. If Wang can get that up to 60, 70%, in fact, her tour average this year is 65.9%. But if she can exceed that and get up to 70%, she'll probably win the match. But that could be where it's won and lost. Looking at their profiles in general, similar, right? Look at their career highs. Alex Eala, 29 career high, with Wang at 30. Their current rankings are also pretty similar, with Wang at 33 and Alex Eala at 42. Eala will be probably creeping up in the live rankings, actually, after today's win, having exceeded her situation last year where she went out in the first round to Marta Kostyuk, and she's already exceeded that by winning today's match over Magdalena Frech. Going to have a quick look to see where Alex is in the live ranking. In fact, the live ranking, she's creeping up to 38. Probably needs another 2 wins in Rome to be in with a chance of being seeded at the French Open. Unlikely, I would say, but who knows? In fact, if we look at the draw in Rome, she will have Wang in the next round, and then the winner of Wang and Eala will be playing it gets much tougher. They will be playing the winner of Rybakina against Sakari or Tager. So you'd imagine it'd be Rybakina, who of course is a former winner in the Eternal City. So I'm not sure that Eala's stay is going to be anywhere close to eternal. Anyway, that is for the future. Back to this match between Eala and Wang. Wang having the slight advantage in terms of height, hence her slightly bigger serve as well, 5'11" compared to 5'9" for Eala. In metric terms, that's 1.82 for Wang and 1.75 for Alex Eala. This is their ranking history, it would appear. And yeah, current form. This is pre-Rome, by the way. Now, of course, there has been a win for Alex Eala to add to this. So Alex Eala's last 6 matches have been a win over Grabert, losses to Ostapenko and Fernandez, a win over Pavlyuchenkova, a loss to Mertens, and now a win over Frech. So on the clay, it has been 3-3 for Eala this year, which honestly, it's an improvement on last year, and that's all you can ask for. As for Wang, her form is a loss to Chestea, A win over Tan, a loss to Samson, a win over Cavado, and then a loss to Chadayeva. Of course, she got a bye here, so that's the last 4 matches for Wang. Honestly, it's winnable for Alex. It's winnable. It's the clay that bothers me, but I'm not sure about Wang on the clay either, to be honest with you. So that is something for Alex to clutch at, in that we've got 2 players that don't necessarily move particularly well on this surface. And we come back to the sort of matchup between the 2. Their previous meeting was earlier this year, and it was on a hard court. But as I say, I think both of them liked the hard court, and that went right to the wire. A bit like today's match between Eala and Frech. But that match ended up falling down on the side of Wang. 6-4 in the third. How do I see this one panning out? Well, I do think that first serve from Wang is key to who wins the match. I think if Wang can get it above 70%, I think she will have an excellent chance of winning. Eala still isn't moving well on the clay, but nor does Wang. Eala will take some belief, though, from this clay court season. I think she's playing with house money now, whatever happens. Because 3-3, even if it becomes 3-4 and then 3-5, if she loses her next 2 matches in Rome and then in the French Open. And honestly, she might play Parma if she loses the next round. She's not playing doubles in Rome. I actually think that would be a wise decision to get a win or 2 in Parma. Get a few more points on the board. Get her maybe a bit more confidence going into the French Open. Decent draw at the French, and who knows, she might get a win there. And honestly, now, this is the margins of tennis. She was staring down the barrel of defeat today when she was 3-1 down in the deciding set. She was staring down the barrel of defeat, arguably, when she was at 4-all and had to save those break points against Magdalena Frech. But she dug deep, and that's what Alex can do. Will she be digging deep enough to progress against Wang? Maybe. It's such a 50-50. It really is. And you know what? She might just do it. Defying the odds again to get another win. I do think that Eala's run will probably end shortly afterwards, especially if she plays Rebecca. Breaking news. Some break points here for Wang. Good evening, good afternoon. Oh, what a backhand winner that is from the Chinese number 2. To get the break of serve to begin this match in the ideal manner. And Eala's been broken already. Do let me know in the live chat where you are tuning in from. I am in Bonn in Western Germany. Maybe you in Manila. I think it's about 5:10 in Manila, right? So anything but the ideal start for Alex Eala. Yeah, pretty cool temperatures compared to a lot of days in Rome. It's 20 to 21 degrees there. 4 minutes on the clock. Wang leads with a break, 1-love. Double fault, though, for the Chinese here to start this second game. So love 15. I went for Eala just because Wang on the clay is not really a thing. In fact, in Rome, she's only ever won 1 match before. Do make sure you hit that like button, by the way, people. And of course, if you're new to the channel, hit subscribe as Wang gets the next point for 15 all. 5 minutes on the clock now in the Italian capital. Backhand return for Eala's pretty... No, it's just going to go long. 30-15. Now it's 40-15. Okay, 40-30, another double fault. That's 2 double faults now in this game. So there's a couple of gifts there for Alex Eala. Okay, but that's a nice winner there for Wang to get us to 2-love. Wang is the highest seed and is likely to be seeded for the French Open. Hello, Abdo. I often see Abdo in the chat, but never know exactly what he's saying because I don't speak any Arabic. Forehand here for Wang is going to be a winner. Love 15. Second serve here for Wang to look at. Forehand return from her is going to go long. Okay, and that's going to be a loose forehand from Eala. So 15-30. More pressure here on the Alex serve. Backhand return. Forehand from Eala into the backhand of Wang. That's a nice forehand, though, there from Alex. Good cross-court forehand there from Wang. She's on the attack. She should win the point from here. She does. 15-40. And this first set is racing away from Alex already. First serve from Alex goes into the net. Not getting enough first serves in at the moment is the Filipina. Forehand return. Backhand now from Eala into the backhand of Wang. They're going down the centre of the court at the moment. It's a good forehand there from Wang. Eala struggling to defend. She's struggling to defend and she can't defend that. It's 3-love, people. Another break of serve. We will take a quick break.
Ready. Play.
Hi, everyone, and especially hello to you, Alex Eala fans. I want to highlight something, though, that you might not be aware of. which is the fact that you can become a member. Click that button that says join. And what kind of things can you benefit if you become a member? Well, let's have a quick look. Here you can see some of the things that you will get as a member. First of all, you'll get exclusive videos that'll only be for you first. Secondly, you'll get other videos that will never be released to the public, just for you members. There are various different levels of membership, but you can begin by just becoming a member from as little as €2, £2, or $2 per month. That's a little over 100 Philippine pesos a month. So not much for some extra content, including some Eala content. In fact, if we look at 2 recent uploads, we've got some of her practices and returns and slices, plus footage of her meeting, greeting, and signing autographs for fans. We've also got an unedited preview and prediction here of her upcoming clash in Miami. And we also have an unedited video of her being interviewed by myself last year in Portugal. Completely unedited and almost 20 minutes, exclusive for members only. There will also be hundreds and hundreds more videos available to you as a member, and hundreds more that are going to be uploaded in the near future, all for just members and all for just $2, €2, or £2 a month. So what are you waiting for? Just click that join button right now and become a member and get access to the extra footage and, of course, little emojis, including an Eala one, of course. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss out on all things tennis. We are back, ladies and gentlemen, with Wang serving 3-love double break, and she is up already in this service game. But now Eala's won the next point. That's better for me, Alex. 15-all. Oh, double fault now from Wang. Another one. That's a third one of the match already. So 15-30. Backhand return from Alex into the forehand of Wang. Back forehand cross court from Eala. And that backhand down the line is going to miss. So Eala's going to get a couple of break points to help her get on the board in this first set. Oh, backhand into the net there from Alex Eala, 30-40. Good backhand return there from Alex. Oh, good forehand there from Wang. She is attacking well, but actually we're back to neutral, ladies and gentlemen. Eala with a loopy forehand, and that's going to land just out. Juice. Do hit that like button, by the way, people. And of course, if you're new to the channel, hit subscribe. Good return there from Eala. Good depth there on some of these shots from Alex. And as a result, there's going to be an error from the Wang forehand. And it's going to be another break point. It's a fault for Wang, so a second serve for Alex to potentially attack. We've already had 3 double faults off the racket of Wang today. Possibly a little wary of that Eala return. Now we're into the rally here. On the forehand of Alex up the line. Forehand cross court from Wang is going to go long. We've got the break for Alex Eala, so she's got one of the breaks back, and it's 3-1. There's Bosch, her coach, Bish Bash Bosch, from the Nadal Academy. That's going to go long. 30 love, Alex Eala. $40 love now for Alex Eala. 3 game points for the Filipina. Okay, Eala on the attack now. And that forehand's going to miss from Wang, and it's 3-2. Okay, so 3-2, ladies and gentlemen. As I seek my remote control. Do hit that like button, and of course, if you're new to the channel, hit subscribe. Also, let me know in the live chat, where are you watching this match from? Okay, we're into the rally here at 3-2. One comes into the net, puts the backhand volley away. So 15 love. Eala's going to come and attack this one, and she puts that away for 15 all. Is the comeback happening? Well, the next point may well give us a clue to that. And now Eala's attacking, and it's 15-30. Okay, Wang badly missing that first serve. Oh, it's another double fault for Wang. 15-40. I think that's 4 by my count today for Wang already. And we're only into the 6th game of the match. Wow. I did not anticipate this from 3-love double break. Good depth here on some of these shots from Alex. And the forehand's going to go into the net from Wang, and we've got the break back. And we're back on serve, ladies and gentlemen. Remember, the winner of this match will potentially be playing Elena Rybakina in the next round. I said potentially, that does depend on Rybakina winning her encounter. Okay, backhand return into the backhand of Eala, into the forehand now of Wang. Now it's on the forehand of Eala, into the backhand. Here's on the forehand of Eala, forehand to forehand now, exchange. This is a short ball that Wang is going to attack, and it's love 15. Okay, forehand now from Eala up the line into the forehand of Wang. There's good depth there from the Chinese. Now on the forehand again of Wang. Probably something to avoid that forehand, I would suggest, because it's looking pretty good in this rally in particular. The drop shot, though, is not going to work from the Chinese number 2, and it's 15 all. Okay, second serve here for Eala. Forehand from Alex going in behind Wang. Into the rally here. Looping balls from both players. Backhand cross court into the forehand of Wang. Now on the backhand of Eala into the forehand of Wang, which goes into the net. And it's 30-15. So, 3 all, 30-15. Good serve down the tee there from Alex, and the return's going to go long, and Eala has 2 game points for a 4-3 lead. Well, 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 ladies and gentlemen. From 3-love down, she's won 4 games in a row. This is the first serve. Do remember to hit that like button, people. And if you haven't already done so, hit subscribe and watch this little number just below my head tick over, and it'll be you who made that difference. Okay, we're into the rally here on the Eala serve. Backhand now, drop shot from Alex. Wang is going to make it. Now it's going to be there for a cross-court backhand pass from Alex Eala, which is sensational. I thought she was going to go for the lob there, but no, she trusted her backhand cross-court, and she executed it. We'll take a quick break.
Ready. Play.
How has life changed since that Miami run for you, or has it not changed at all?
A lot has changed technically, but I don't really feel, at the same time, not much has changed. It's hard to explain. I've had the same work ethic since I was young, so nothing in terms of how I go about my day has really changed. Of course, there's a big difference between last month and this month in terms of my results, my ranking, but when you focus on the things that I need to focus on, there's nothing much.
Okay.
Much.
Do you feel any more pressure?
I think it's normal to feel some pressure after a big run like this. But tennis is a game that has a lot of pressure in whichever moment that you're in your life. And I think that I've done the best I could with my mentality and talking with my team about how I can handle it, and hopefully that shows on court.
The win over Iga, is that the best moment of your career so far, would you say?
Of course. I think all of those, all the wins that week, and even the match against Jessica was each such important moments in my life.
Yeah, sure. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss out on all things tennis. Back, ladies and gentlemen. And we are back with a bang if you're Xinyu Wang winning that first point 15-love. $30 now for Wang. $30-15. Backhand cross court into the forehand of Wang now. Forehand from Eala up the line. Sensational. Wow. 30 all. And this set is being turned on its head. 40-30. Eala's won 4 games in a row. Decent crowd. Agree. Good point. Well made, the Ricker. The Ricker, can you hit the like button, by the way? Good serve there, though, from Wang. Finally, she stops the rot. She holds for 4-all. It's the first game that she's won in 5 after 31 minutes here in the Eternal City. It is 4-all. Eala's won 18 matches so far on tour this year. Wang has won 15. "32 minutes on the clock here in Rome." Forehand return from Wang. Backhand now from Eala. It's bloody incredible. That was the shot of the match for me. That is such a difficult shot to pull off. Maybe even more so on the backhand side. 15 love. Thank you to our latest subscriber. If you are watching, please do hit subscribe. Also hit subscribe on our sister channel, Talking United. It would be great to have you as a subscriber, so please do hit subscribe on that channel. Okay, 15 love here. Forehand return into the net, 30 love. Okay, 30-15 here. Eala serving. Into the net on the first serve. Second serve for Wang to look at. Backhand return is going to go long. 40-15. This would be 5 games from 6 if Eala wins one of the next 2 points. And she does hold 5-4. Wow. Let's have a quick dip into Alex Eala talking about her mental strength.
How do you put into fortifying that mental pressure or that mental fortitude? I'm curious how that process is for you.
It's all about experience for me. I have been competing since I was 6 and playing tennis since I was 4. So you can imagine how many tough situations I've been in regards with tennis. So I truly feel that the more you're put in that situation, the more you learn about yourself and the more you're able to approach certain moments in a way that suits you best. So I think being in those situations and really being brave is the best thing that I can do for myself.
Please do hit subscribe on our sister channel, Talking United. I'm going to post it in the live chat right now, the link. There is the page. Click that link and hit subscribe on our sister channel. Okay, so that's not Talking Tennis, that's Talking United. The link I've just posted in the live chat, there it is. Click on that link And I want to see us get this 72 subscribers up. Just 72 subscribers on the channel at the moment. Let's see if we can get it to 100 as soon as possible. All of you watching right now, click on that link and hit subscribe. I'm going to hit refresh on this page and see how many of you have actually done so. If one has done so, I'll be happy. No, 0 so far. Come on, people. I've just posted a link in the live chat. Just click on that link and then hit subscribe. And you're done. Yeah? Let's see if any of you have done it yet. Still no. Still no. As soon as I see one subscriber, I will get back to Eala. They're not quite started yet. We've got Wang here serving to stay in the set. I will at least share the score with you on the screen like so. Rika here. Just caught a glimpse of the Swiatek match. The crowd there is tiny compared to this one. It's not even half full. Okay, interesting. The Rika, where are you tuning in from, by the way? Where are you watching from? And Rika, have you hit subscribe on our sister channel? Have you hit subscribe on this channel, the Rika? Oh, Eala at the net, 15 all. Hey, someone's just hit subscribe. Thank you very much, whoever that was. Okay, back to Eala against Wang, because Eala, thank you, the Rika, thank you. Eala is 3 points away. Eala winning, Swiatek winning the first set by 6 games to 1. Oh, and Wang has missed that forehand. So it's 15-30, ladies and gentlemen. What a turnaround in this match with Eala winning 5 of the last 6 games. Yeah, healthy crowd here for Eala against Wang. Okay, Wang serving. Misses the first serve here at 15-30. Second serve here for Alex to potentially attack. Backhand return into the forehand of Wang. The rally keeps going, though. Forehand now in. Oh, it's going to go to the net from Wang. We've got 2 set points for Alex Eala to potentially win 6 out of 7 games. She was 3-love down, double break, staring down the barrel, and yet she's won 5 of the last 6 games and now has put herself in a position to win this first set. 15-40, Wang to serve. Where are you in the world, Rika? Are you in Manila? Wang into the body. Backhand return. That window. Look at the wind. And it's a set point converted for Alex Eala. She wins the first set by 6 games to 4. In 38 minutes, but 38 wild minutes and windy as well minutes. We'll bring up the stats for you in a moment. But again, Alex Eala doing it the hard way. 3-love double break deficit. Here come the stats, I think. I'm going to just take a quick picture of these so I can also share them on the screen with you. Although at the moment, they're just showing me the grounds. Okay? Don't show me the stats then, people. But listen, the most important stat of all is that Alex Eala has won the first set in 38 minutes by 6 games to 4. And potentially playing Elena Rybakina in the next round. Potentially. Going to have a quick look at the draw in Rome. Rybakina if you can see this, Sakkari and Rybakina will be taking place later on today. So in Manila, by the way, it's about 10 to 10 to 6 in the evening, right? So not a bad time for you guys to tune in. Thank you, by the way, everyone who's hitting subscribe. I can see our little ticker below my head tick over. So that is much appreciated. If you can also hit subscribe on our sister channel, Talking United, that would also be appreciated. I did just post the link in the live chat there, and the Rika is one of our latest subscribers, so I do appreciate that. Anyway, yes, what was I saying? Yes, so it was this little section of the draw. Yeah, we've got Rybakina against Sakkari later on. I think there was at least 4 double faults from Wang in that first set. And it certainly aided and abetted Eala's chances, particularly when she was 3-love down. So for those of you just tuning in and wondering, what is the score? Well, Alex Eala won the first set 6-4, but that barely tells the story. 3-love double break down as Wang got off to a flyer. And it is 6-4. We'll take a quick break, just like the players, and then we'll be back with you for the second set.
Play.
How has life changed since that Miami run for you, or has it not changed at all?
A lot has changed technically, but I don't really feel, at the same time, not much has changed. It's hard to explain. I've had the same work ethic since I was young, so nothing in terms of how I go about my day has really changed. Of course, there's a big difference between last month and this month in terms of my results, my ranking, but when you focus on the things that I need to focus on, there's nothing much. Nothing much. Yeah.
Do you feel any more pressure?
I think it's normal to feel some pressure after a big run like this. But tennis is a game that has a lot of pressure in whichever moment that you're in your life. And I think that I've done the best I could with my mentality and talking with my team about how I can handle it, and hopefully that shows on court.
The win over Iga, is that the best moment of your career so far, would you say?
Of course. I think all of those, all the wins that week, and even the match against Jessica was each such important moments in my life.
Yeah, sure. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss out on all things tennis. We are back, ladies and gentlemen, with Eala serving at the beginning of this set. Okay. 15:30. Ooh, Wang misses the forehand. So 30 all. 30-all, big moment here. Backhand return. You'd imagine, by the way, that didn't wasn't a clean serve. You'd imagine if Eala holds here, because really holds and breaks both on clay, but also regarding Alex Eala in this match, kind of immaterial. It's all about the scoreboard. Double fault from Eala. Nope, sorry, that first serve clipped the net. Panic over. Chill, people, for now. Forehand return from Wang. Backhand now from Eala. Is going to go long. 30-40. Break point. 4. Wang. Remember, she had a double break advantage at the beginning of the match. This point feels pretty significant. Drop shot here from Eala. It's going to deceive Wang. I have to say, I saw that drop shot coming, but I thought it was going to be the other side. And maybe Wang thought the same. Deuce. Okay, we're into the rally here. Good depth there from Eala. She's on the attack. Thought she might come into the net there, but chose not to. Now it's on the backhand to backhand exchange. Forehand, sorry. And that forehand's going to go long from Wang. So it's a game point now for Alex Eala. And it would be, from 3-love, it would be 7 from 8 games if Eala gets the hold here. So huge momentum right now with the Filipina. Okay, backhand return. Forehand now from Eala cross court into the backhand of... Now she's going up the line. Forehand now from Wang into the forehand of Eala, which also stays on the forehand. But that forehand is loose from Wang. There's been a few of those today. And Alex Eala gets the hold, ladies and gentlemen. So it is indeed 6-4, 1-love. Remember, Maria Sakkari or Elena Rybakina lie in wait for the winner of this Eala Wang clash, which at the moment looks like it's going to be Alex Eala with her leading 6-4, 1-love, having won 7 of the last 8 games. Yes, I repeat, 7 of the last 8 games have gone Alex Eala's way. All the pressure once again on Wang as she serves her first game in this second set. Whew. You hope this won't be a repeat of the Auckland match, says the Vicar. Yeah, well, of course, that was a 3-set dramatic encounter that went just the way of Wang, wasn't it? Well, at the moment, it doesn't look like that, but a lot of tennis still potentially to be played. Just showing you the draw here. Obviously, Wang had a bye in the first round. And it's going to be love 15 here. Good return there from Alex Eala. Yeah, so Wang had a bye. Eala had to come from a breakdown in the deciding set against Magdalena Frech to emerge the winner in that 3-set epic. Sakkari had to come from a set down against Tager of Austria to set up a second-round clash with Elena Rybakina. And the winner of Wang against Eala will play the winner of Sakkari against Rybakina in the next round. Okay, let's get back to this encounter where it is Wang serving. Eala just puts that forehand into the net. So it's 15-all. Wonderful to have so many of you watching right now. Please, everyone, hit the like button. And if you haven't already done so, hit subscribe. See this number below my head tick over. And not only will you see it tick over, by the way, you'll also see we'll probably get to 29,700 in the next few minutes. So you can help us do that, and you can do a little dance. Wang wins the next point for 30-15, 50 minutes on the clock. Swiatek is leading McNally by a set and a break. Samsonova's won the first set over lead by 6-4, and Schneider and Gibson are 5-all. These are all round of 64 clashes in Rome. 2 game points here for Wang, 40-15. After that, just sails out. Eala's backhand return goes long. And so it is 1 game all. Wang winning just her second game in the last 30, 40 minutes or so. On the men's side, by the way, in Rome, one is going down. Oh, forehand there from Wang into the net, 15-love. Borges and Hoda are in a first set tiebreak. Dimonor won the first set over Arnaldi by 6-4, and Hachanov is leading 5-4 on Shevchenko. Good serve down the tee there from Eala, 30-love. Serving much better now than she was in the opening passages of this match. Do please give us a follow on Instagram at Talking Tennis TT. Also, that's our same. There we go. At Talking Tennis TT on Instagram. So if you have Instagram, just give us a follow. This is our Instagram page. Eala here, 40-love on her serve, and it is going to be a second serve. For Wang to look at. Good second serve there from Eala. That's on her forehand. She has 3 game points. Wonderful forehand up the line there from Wang, though. It's a forehand clean winner up the line from the Chinese number 2. And it's 40-15. Wonderful having so many of you watching right now. Do please click the share button and share this live stream on your socials. Maybe you have a Facebook account, or maybe you can even share it on any Alex Eala related Facebook accounts. Maybe as a fan page you could share it on. Oh, what a backhand winner that is from Wang on the rise. 40-30. This game is not done yet. This match is not done yet. She wanted to send a signal there. And send a signal. She did. Loud and clear. 40-30. Big point, this one, because if we get to deuce from 40-love, that will unnerve Alex. Backhand return in the forehand of Eala. Backhand now from Wang. Forehand Eala exchanging cross courts at the moment. But it is Eala who changes direction. Now it's a loopy ball for Alex to deal with. She does deal with it. Still in this rally, which is well over 10 shots long now. And the backhand goes long from Wang. And Eala knows how big that point was and how big that game was. And she does scream with relief as much as delight, as she leads by 2-1, 16 minutes already for these 3 games in this second set. Very different nature, this second set, compared to the first, in terms of we've had 3 holds here to begin this second set. We had 2 of the first 3 games were breaks at the beginning of the match, but of course they were both breaks on the Eala serve. But she came roaring back from that double break deficit to win the first set by 6-6. And she has just nudged her nose in front in this second set. By the way, this is Eala warming up last year on the grass.
So to the right of the umpire's chair, from the Philippines, Alexandra Eala. Alexandra is the world number 74, came through 2 rounds of qualifying last weekend to make the main draw. Alexandra is 20 years old and she had a brilliant run to the semi-finals at the Miami Open back in March. So far this week, Alexandra has defeated Lucia Bronzetti of Italy, Yelena Ostapenko from Latvia, Ukraine's Diana Yastremska, and Barbara Kracheva of France to take her place in today's Lexus Eastbourne Open final. And to the left of the umpire chair from Australia, Maya Joyce. Maya is just 90 years old and already ranked at number 51 in the world. Maya won her first WTA Tour title at Rabat in Morocco.
Okay, I'm just hearing maybe Victoria Mboko may have withdrawn from the tournament through injury. This is going to be a point for Wang. Yes, 15 love. I am just hearing that breaking news regarding Mboko. I don't know the exact details, but as a result, she will not be taking the court for the round of 64 clash against Tyra Grant, the Italian player who came through in 3 sets over her compatriot Pigiato in the round of 128. And so we have no Victoria Mboko, and it feels like it's been an injury-hit few weeks during this clay court season for the Canadian. It's been quite a tough way of judging how, she has gastrointestinal illness. So fingers crossed that doesn't impede her chances of contesting the French Open, which, by the way, the draw will be just under 2 weeks away. The tournament getting away in about 16 days from now. So fingers crossed Victoria can recover in time for that and get well soon and maybe even play some tennis before. But yes, Victoria Mboko has withdrawn from the Italian Open and therefore will not be taking the court against Tyra Grant. Okay, back to Wang against Eala. We've got 3 game points here for the Chinese number 2. A net cord there, which is a bit fortunate for her. It's 2 net cords in the same rally for Xinyu Wang. Super lucky point. And she holds. So, 2 games all. Giving you a few score updates. Hodar has a couple of set points on Borges in the first set tiebreak. Khachanov has won the first set by 6-4 over Shevchenko. That's on the men's side, of course. Okay, Eala is serving, and she's going to have to come from a love 15 deficit after that forehand winner from Xinyu Wang. Good to have so many of you watching right now. Please do hit like, hit subscribe, watch this number tick over, and then get in the live chat and tell me where you're watching this match from. I'm in Germany. I'm sure many of you are watching in the Philippines, where it's around about 6:10 in the evening. Good serve there from Eala, which takes maybe a bit of a fortunate skim off the surface that deceived Wang there, and it is 15 all. Thank you for our latest subscribe. I've just seen that person hit subscribe. That is much appreciated. Okay, Eala serves down the tee. Backhand return from Wang is pretty good. Eala, oh my goodness me, what a forehand winner that is from Eala. She was really struggling there, forced out wide and arguably forced into no other choice but to go big down the line. And she reaped the rewards. Look at that. You can't teach that, ladies and gentlemen. You cannot teach that. 2 subscribers away now from 29,700 subscribers. Second serve here for Wang to look at 30-15. Where are you going to go with this serve, Alex? Second serve. Wang ready to pounce. Forehand return from her. Backhand now from Eala into the forehand of Wang. Forehand now from Eala into the backhand cross court of Wang. Wang on the attack here. Wang on the top of this point. But actually, Eala is still fighting. Forehand now. Good depth on it there. And Eala can't deal with it. 30 all. So, 30 all here. Wang has definitely stemmed the momentum that was very much with Alex at one point when she was leading 6-4-1 love, having won 7 of 8 games. Wang has thwarted that, and it's now 2 all, 30 all in the second set. Okay, Eala to serve here. Forehand return into the net. That's a gift for Alex Eala to get a game point now at 40-30. Okay, forehand return here into the forehand of Eala, which goes into the net. There's a gift now for Wang. Deuce. Uncharacteristic error there from Eala on the forehand side. Deuce. Forehand return here. Now on the forehand of Alex Eala into the backhand of Wang. And that's going to go long from Wang. I'm a poet and I don't even know it. Game point for Alex Eala to get a 3-2. She has had 1 game point already in this game. But she dumped a forehand into the net to get us to deuce. But now she has another game point here. Can she take advantage of this scenario? Just after 12 local time. Just after 6 in the evening in Manila. And just over 1 hour on the clock. Backhand return there from Wang is pretty good. Now she's on the backhand again. It's on the forehand now of Eala into the forehand of Wang. Backhand here from Eala going into the forehand of Wang. Backhand cross court. Eala goes into the net. Deuce. Thank you for our latest subscriber. That is much appreciated. As we look at Xinyu Wang's team there. Xinyu just being a little more patient in some of these rallies in this game. 2 all deuce. And we are 1 subscriber. 1 subscriber away from 29,700. Are you going to be that person? Oh, a forehand here from Eala goes into the net. And we've got a break point now for Xinyu Wang. Her first break point of this game. And I think it's her first break point in quite some time. Maybe since the first 3 games of the match. Okay. Eala, 2 all. Break point Wang. Where are you going to go with this serve, Alex? Clips the net and lands in. So it's going to be another first serve. Huge moment in this match. Perhaps a momentum shift towards the Chinese number 2. Eala to serve. Down the tee. Forehand return. Now it's on the forehand of Eala into the forehand of Wang. Exchanging forehands right now. Eala looping that forehand up. And it's going to go long. So Wang gets the break. 3-2. She leads. It's never a break until you consolidate, of course. Well, she did do that in the first set. But she couldn't consolidate the double break advantage that she had. Anyway, she does have the upper hand in this second set with a break of serve. And thank you very much to our latest subscriber. Much appreciated. If you haven't already done so as well, please do hit subscribe on our sister channel, Talking United. This is our sister channel. Hit subscribe on that. We've got 150 of you watching right now. And I'm pretty sure almost all of you, except for the Rika, haven't subscribed to our sister channel. So if you click subscribe on I've just posted it in the live chat on YouTube. Click on that and then just click subscribe. and you're done. The Ricker, I think, was our most recent subscriber, and that's why we're at 73 subscribers on our sister channel. But I'm sure there's some of you watching right now, and you're football fans, or soccer as you may call it. I'm not sure, depending on where you are and what your background is. Click subscribe on this channel. It's our sister channel. It's called Talking United, and we will appreciate it very much. I would like to see this number. I'm going to keep refresh on this screen. I'd like to see this number on the Talking United page get to 74. That would be great. Still stuck on 73, so you're not listening, people. I've just posted it in the live chat. There it is for you, people. I'm showing it on the screen as well. Talking United. Are we going to get to 74 subscribers? No. All right, let's get back to the tennis anyway. You know the channel where it is. That would be appreciated. Okay, can Wang consolidate this break and get to 4-2? She hit a few double faults in the first set. Second serve. Forehand return here from Eala into the backhand cross court now. Forehand cross court from Eala into the backhand of Wang. That might have just clipped the net. I'm not sure. But either way, Eala wins the first point of this game. Love 15. Forehand return there from Alex has got incredible depth on it. Anyway, we're into the rally here with both players fighting hard. Oh, what a forehand winner that is from Alex Eala. Love 30. Honestly, some of her shots today have been out of this world. You can see the movement is compromised, but the shot making, there's a bit of a win today as well that may be aiding and abetting some of these players, but also, I'm sure, damaging others, depending on their fortune. Okay. Forehand cross court is really good there. Has Eala defended it? She has, but surely Wang wins the point from here. Yes, she does. A little bit fortunate, though, because Wang did just hit it back towards Eala, and Eala did get her racket on that, but it didn't land back in. And as a result, it's 15-30. Thank you, Rainier, and great that you can join us today. Hope you're doing well. Rainier, can you hit subscribe on our sister channel, Talking United? I'm just going to post it in the live chat for you. That would be great if you could hit subscribe on that. Okay, 30 all here. Backhand return. Backhand now. Forehand from Eala into the forehand of Wang. Into the backhand now. Cross court from Eala, which has got decent precision on it. But now it's a loopy ball for Alex to deal with, which she does. It's going to be another loopy one for her to deal with, which she does with a forehand winner. And it's going to be a break back point for Alex Eala. Thank you very much, Rainier, for hitting subscribe on our sister channel, Talking United. That is much appreciated. And that's why we're now at 74 subscribers as we get closer to 100. Very small figure compared to the 30,000 that we're getting closer to on Talking Tennis. How are you doing today, Rainier, by the way? Great point here for Alex Eala. Good serve there from Wang. Now on the forehand, into the backhand of Eala. Oh, and the forehand from Wang goes into the net. It's 3-all. A reminder, by the way, people, the winner of this clash will be playing the winner of Maria Sakkari and Elena Rybakina in the next round. Will it be Alex Eala? Well, it's not looking bad for her right now. Technically, she's just 3 games away from the win. Okay. 3-all, Eala serving. She was down in the first set, 3-love, double break deficit. She's been down a 3-2 with 1 break deficit in the second set, but now we're at 3-all. Backhand cross court from Alex into the forehand of Wang, which has broken down again. 15-love. Yes, I'm good, Rainier. 20 past 6 in the evening in Manila. 20 past 12 in Rome. 6-hour time difference, I believe. Okay, good serve down the tee. Forehand return. Now in the forehand of Eala, which goes into the forehand of Wang, cross court. Good depth there from Wang. Good depth there from Alex, though, from both players right now. It's a lovely backhand from Wang, and Eala is struggling here. Drop shot. Is Eala going to get there? No, she's not. Now, that's another example of the clay movement where you're just beautiful on the clay and you slide into that drop shot, but Eala just can't quite make it. It was a good drop shot, and Eala was found floundering. Okay, 15-all. How is the weather in Manila today? In Germany, where I am, it's okay. Dry, overcast, some sunny spells, around about 17 degrees. I sound like a weather forecaster rather than a tennis broadcaster. I'm a poet and I don't even know it. 30-15 here for Alex Eala. An hour and 13 minutes on the clock in the Italian Open, second round. Yeah, one goes long. Two game points for Eala. Mark Owen, thank you very much for joining the live chat. 35 degrees C, Mark says. Also, this is for you, Mark, as well. If you can hit subscribe on our sister channel, Talking United, that will be much appreciated, Mark. Plenty of good content there for you as well. That is our sister channel, and you'll be helping us get towards 100 subscribers there as Alex Eala holds 4-4-3. So, yeah, Mark, we need your help. We need all of your helps as we try to get to 100 subscribers on our sister channel, whether you're watching in Manila or you're watching in Germany, where I am, or maybe you're in Italy. Maybe you're in the stadium right now watching this match between Eala and Wang, and you're just taking a quick break to check out, see what's going on Talking Tennis. Well, you can also check out Talking United. If you click the link that I've just posted in the live chat, and then just hit subscribe, you'll be doing us a huge favor. Just like Rainier did a little while ago. After Rainier congratulated Talking Tennis on getting to 29,700 subs. But yeah, wherever you are in the world, whether you're in Manila, you're in Romania, you're in the US, you're in Argentina, Brazil, Kenya, Australia, Hong Kong. Maybe not Hong Kong. I don't know what the YouTube access is like in Hong Kong. I have no idea. But maybe you're in India or Bangladesh or Pakistan. Also, let me know in the live chat, where are you in the world? I'm guessing a lot of you are in the Philippines, where it's a nice 24 minutes past 6 in the evening, albeit that I know it is. Is that an uncomfortable 35 degrees? Mark, they're saying hot. Rainier is in Quezon City. Am I saying that correctly? Probably not. So sorry about that. All right. Wang here serving. Now she's under pressure, the Chinese number 2 at 3-4 in this second set. Eala just 2 games away from the win. A win I did predict, by the way. Sometimes I get it wrong. Sometimes I get it right. I just felt as though Wang on the clay is equally compromised. And maybe Eala can take some confidence from the win she had over Frech in the previous round. Some good ball striking here from both players. Good depth there from Wang. Forehand cross court from the Chinese. Now it's on the forehand side again, but this time she's going to go long. And it's love 15. Okay, que as in porque. So, quezon. Dolores, can you please hit subscribe, Dolores, on our sister channel, Talking United? Love 15 here. I'm just going to post it again for you, Dolores, in the chat. Just click on that link and hit subscribe. Thanks, Dolores. Much appreciated. Quezon. Okay. Love 15 here. Huge moment in the match because Love... Oh, what a forehand that is from Alex Eala. And I was just in the midst of saying huge moment because she gets to love 30 and you'd think she might well get the break. And if she does get the break, she'll be serving for the match. And a spot in the third round of the Italian Open, which looked pretty improbable, both when she was down a break in the deciding set against Frech, but also today when she was down 3-love double break deficit in the first set. Oh, a nice ace down the tee from Wang. 15-30. Yes, that was much needed at that moment. She's probably going to need another one here in a moment. Anyway, 15:30, an hour and 18 minutes on the clock. Misses the first serve. Remember those double faults in the first set. Backhand return is wayward from Eala, 30 all. Cesar is watching in Q8. Cesar, I'm going to post this link. I'd like you to click on it and hit subscribe. There's the link, Cesar, in Q8. What's the temperature in Q8, by the way? What time is it there as well? 3 in the afternoon, something like that? 4 maybe? Good forehand up the line there from Wang. Now it's on the forehand of... Oh, but she's dumped it in the net. She was up in that rally, Wang, and somehow she's contrived to put that forehand into the net, and we've got a break point now for Alex Eala, as she composes herself for what is a huge, huge, huge moment in this match to potentially get to the third round. Wang, remember, just 1-3 on the clay. Xinyu Wang in this clay court season. So she struggles on the clay a bit like Eala. Backhand return from Eala. Oh, it's a mishit forehand. And Eala goes like Nadal, like with a fist pump. And she is going to serve for the match. And a spot in the third round where Maria Sakkari or Elena Rybakina will be awaiting her. That match will be later on today. And if Eala wins, I'm pretty sure she'll be playing on Sunday. Yeah, that forehand shank completely mishit, gifting the break to Alex Eala and giving the Filipina the chance to serve for the match and a spot in the round of 32 in Rome. So here we go. Eala serving into the net on the first serve. Second serve here for Wang to look at. She needs to break here. She's the one fighting to stay in the match. Forehand return into the backhand of Eala. Serving it out, though, is one of the hardest things to do in tennis. But can Alex do it? She's done it millions of times before. Good forehand up the line there, though, from Wang. Winner, love 15. She's not done yet. Not done yet. Watching from John, can you hit subscribe on our sister channel? I've just posted it there for you in the live chat. Click them on that link, John, and hit subscribe, please. Okay. Love 15 here. Eala serving for the match. Second serve for Wang to look at after an hour and 21 minutes of play. 1:29 p.m. in Kuwait, where it's 30 degrees C. Okay. Forehand return here into the backhand of Eala, which is really well hit. And Wang can't deal with it on the stretch. 15 all. 15 all, people. Almost 200 of you watching on YouTube right now. Everybody, please hit that like button. And if you haven't done so, hit subscribe and watch this little number tick over. Okay. Eala serving for the match. 15 all. 3 points away from the win. Down the tee. Backhand return is good from Wang. We haven't seen enough of those today. 15-30. From her perspective, that is. We've seen plenty if you're an Eala fan. Okay, 15-30. So, of course, Wang is going to be walking the tightrope anyway, even if she does get the break here, because she'll then be serving to stay in the match. But it'll feel like, oh, good depth. No, it's gone long from Eala. And we're going to have 2 break points for Xinyu Wang to get us back on this serve in this second set. Eala was 3 points away from the win. Now, Wang is 1 point away from getting us back on serve. Eala to serve. Forehand return from Wang. Forehand now from Eala into the backhand cross court from Wang. Now it's on the Wang backhand, which is going to go long. She was just slightly wrong there in terms of her court position was Wang, and she went long. Okay, over 200 of you watching on YouTube. All of you hit subscribe right now. Watch this number below my head blow up, and you can do yourself a little dance knowing you've made a difference. 30-40, Eala serving here. Break point number 2 for the Chinese number 2. Forehand return from her into the forehand of Eala. Not bad there from Alex. Alex, drop shot here from Alex. It's going to be too good. Deuce. What a drop shot that was. And what a moment to pull it off. 30-40 there it was for Eala. Now it's deuce. Saving the second of the break points there. It's a little unorthodox in terms of how it appears, that backhand drop shot that she does. But it worked all the same. Deuce. First serve from Eala goes into the net. So is a second serve here for Wang to look at. Backhand return is good from Wang. In fact, it's beyond good. It's incredible. That's 2 incredible backhand returns she's hit in this game. And she's got a 3rd break point. Is it going to be 3rd time lucky for Wang? Hey, look at that. The commentator copying me now. Okay, 3-5, break point. Eala misses the first serve. So a huge opportunity here for Wang to get it back on serve in this second set. Eala serving. Where are you going to go with this serve? Down the tee. Forehand return. Good forehand return, but Eala just hangs in there. Eala hanging in there. Forehand now from Wang into the backhand of Eala, which is looped up. Look at that wind, by the way, people. That's going to land in. Loopy, loopy, loopy from both players right now. Eala breaks the loopiness. Oh, what an angle that is that she's found. But Wang is still in this. She's being made to move around. She can't deal with that deuce. What an angle that was that Eala found. No lacking in bravery there from the Filipina. And we are back to deuce. 3 break points for Xinyu Wang have come and gone. All of you now watching on YouTube, please hit that like button. And all of you hit subscribe and watch this number tick over as it recognizes everybody that's hit subscribe. Okay. Deuce. Eala serving. Misses the first serve. Second serve for Xinyu Wang to look at. Thank you for our latest subscriber. Much appreciated. Okay. Eala serves. Backhand return from Wang. He's got good depth on it. We're into the rally. Forehand cross court there from Eala. Funny bounce. But still into the rally here with some moon balls as well from both players. Eala going big on that forehand, and she reaps the reward to the delight of the crowd. as they roar with approval and applause all round as well. And it is the first match point for Alex Eala. She was down 3-love double break in the first set. She was down 3-2 in a break in the second. But on both occasions, she's come roaring back. She saved 3 break points in this game alone. Can she convert her first match point? Let's see. Serves down the tee. Forehand returns. It's going to be mishit. It's going to go long from Wang. And Alex Eala is into the round of 32 in the Italian Open, the Eternal City. I'm not sure that her run will be eternal, but at least it continues for another couple of days in an enthralling clash in Rome. 6-4, 6-3, Alex Eala. She takes the applause. She thanks the crowd, taps her heart, blows a kiss, and she is through to the next round, and she will be playing the winner of Maria Sakkari and Elena Rybakina. That match is for later on. But for now, we can reflect on this marvelous win for Alex Eala. Xinyu Wang waves to the crowd. Her clay court season goes from bad to worse. I think that's now 1-4 in terms of her record on the clay this year. And Eala gets another win on the clay. She embraces her coach. That's her 4th win on the clay, by the way, which is double the number of wins she had on the clay last year. And there's still more to come because she's going to have at least one more match in Rome. She's going to have at least one match in the French Open. I think now with that win, she'll probably skip the Palmer 125 next week. 6-4, 6-3. I'm going to take a quick pick of the stats and share them with you on the screen. As Alex Eala seals the win. 4 double faults from Wang. They were all in the first set. And it didn't help Xinyu when she was up 3-love with that double break. She hits those 4 double faults across a couple of games, gets broken on 3 consecutive occasions. That was the key, wasn't it, in the match? Eala winning 7 out of 8 games from 3-love down to then go up 1-love at the beginning of the second set. And that was the key moment in the match, and it helped her progress. Okay, I said I was going to share some of the stats with you on the screen. Here they come. And let's dive into them right now. 2 aces for Wang, none for Eala, but 4 double faults for Wang. That cost her in the first set from that double break advantage, which soon evaporated. None for Alex Eala. Both players getting 67% of the first serves. I said for Wang to win, she's going to have to be getting 70% of her first serves in because her first serve this year has been pretty good, but her second serve has been very attackable. Well, she just fell short of that figure, and perhaps Alex Eala was able to punish as a result. Alex, 67% as well of her first serves landing in. It's a decent amount. I think for Alex as well, she needs to be pushing 70% to give her chances of winning tennis matches these days, probably even more so on the clay where her second serve can obviously get punished. And in fact, it was punished to some extent today, particularly in the opening exchanges of the match. Second serves won, though, for Wang, 35%. Eala was killing that second serve, as she often can, but it's actually a bit more difficult for Eala to punch through on the clay, but punch through she did on various occasions today. And Eala was more ruthless on the break points. Both players had 7 break points, but the key was Eala was able to convert 5 of them compared to just 3 from Wang. And as a result, total points won. Eala won 12 more points than the Chinese number 2. And in an hour and 26 minutes, Eala progresses to the next round. Wonderful that you've been here. Jean has been lurking. Jean, if you haven't already done so, please do hit subscribe on our sister channel, Talking United, but that goes for all of you. It is in the description below, at the bottom of the description below. I'm also going to post it here for you in the live chat as well. That's for all of you. Please do hit subscribe on our sister channel, Talking United. Here it is on the screen for you. That is a little promo for that. Just coming back. Thank you, Gene. We do appreciate it. You've already done so. Just getting back, though, to this match. The winner, of course, is going to be playing Sakkari or Rybakina. I would lean Rybakina for that one. And therefore, Alex Eala, potentially, has she played Sakkari or I don't think she has played either before, right? She's never played Maria Sakkari. And I'm pretty sure she's never played Rybakina. Now, I'm imagining Rybakina wins. Sakkari's form is hit and miss, let's say. Rybakina is very good, and she is a reigning champion here, of course. Let's have a quick look at see if Eala has played Rybakina. I'm pretty sure that they haven't played before. No, they haven't. So whoever it is that Eala plays, but I would lean Rybakina. It's more likely to be Rybakina. And by the way, I think that's where Alex's run will end. Fingers crossed she doesn't get a beat down like she did to, say, Noskova in Indian Wells, or Mukova in Miami, or Kostyuk in Rome last year, or Goff in the Middle East. Fingers crossed she can at least make it competitive. And she can. If she can strike the ball as well she did today, she certainly can. Will she beat Rybakina? I would say it's very unlikely. Could she beat Sakkari? Yeah, she could. But if Sakkari could beat Rybakina again, I would probably lean for Maria. But that preview will come as and when the Sakkari-Rybakina match is decided. Once the Sakkari-Rybakina match is done, we will then do an evaluation and see where the match could be won and lost between Eala and whoever her next opponent is. In the meantime, do make sure you hit that like button and, of course, hit subscribe to the channel if you are new. I might just have a quick look at the Twitter sphere to see if there's anything exciting to report in terms of this Eala match. Remember, Victoria Mboko has been a late withdrawal through illness, so she will be not playing this year's Italian Open, and we do hope that she can get well soon. This is the WTA account saying, come on. Alex Eala advances into the third round after defeating Xinyu Wang in straight sets, 6-4, 6-3. Huge moment in the match was 3-love to Wang with a double break as she came out the blocks firing, and Eala was spluttering and stuttering in that opening exchanges. But a double break deficit. And Eala's like, no problem. I'm just going to win 7 of the next 8 games. And she raced into a 6-4 1-love lead. And it was an advantage that she did cede momentarily in that second set when Wang went up 3-2 with a break again. So she had advantages in the first and second set, did the Chinese number 2. But she relinquished that stranglehold she had on both the first and the second set. And Eala came roaring back, as you can see in that image, to win this match of round of 64 in the eternal city of Rome. And so I think she will not play the Parma 1-2-5 next week. But that is just me speculating. I just think a match on Sunday here and then followed by more matches in Parma. I suspect even if she lost the next match she played, she would probably just head back to the Rafa Nadal Academy and chill. Rika here is hoping that it's Sakkari. I do think she would have a slightly better chance against Sakkari than Rybakina. And I think both would be difficult, but no doubt Rybakina with a big serve in particular. And that's something Eala does struggle a bit when players are serving very well, because she's often used to being able to kill and punish second serves, but she won't be able to punish the second serve of Rybakina's, which is probably the best second serve in the world. I mean, don't forget, she's one of the best servers in the world and tends to miss 50% of her first serves, but it doesn't matter because Rybakina's second serve is so good. She just takes a little bit off it, but it's so accurate. Eala will be hoping to get her first serve percentage up to around about 70% in that particular encounter. But anyway, that is to come. In the meantime, make sure you hit that like button and, of course, subscribe to the channel if you are new. And like Jean, do hit subscribe on our sister channel, Talking United. That would be much appreciated. And let me know in the comments section, how many more wins can Alex Eala get on the clay? I think she's already playing with house money because the number of wins that she's had. She had a win at Linz. She's had 2 wins in Rome. And she had a win in Madrid. So that's 4 wins already. And she's had 4 losses. 4-4 is fine. Even if it goes 4-5, 4-6. And I think she'll get another win somewhere. I probably won't be Rome. I don't think she'll play the Parma, and I don't think she'll play Strasbourg, or she could play the 250 in, I think it's in Morocco, isn't it? The week before, is it Rabat? Maybe, not sure, but there's a 250, isn't there? And there's a 500. Strasbourg will be much harder for her to get a win at, but she could go and she could just like skip Parma and then play the 250. I don't think she's going to be winning many matches at the French Open. I don't expect her to make the second week, but if she gets a nice draw. And by the way, let's have a quick look at the live rankings to see where she is after this win, Eala, because it's not impossible for Alex Eala to be seeded for the French Open. Not impossible. I think, when are the seedings decided? Are they decided after Rome? Maybe, Jean, you can let me know in the live chat or in the comments below. Are the seedings decided after Rome? She's 37 in the live rankings. But I think she's going to, if it is after Rome, she'll probably need one more win to be seeded for the French Open. And the reason I say one more win is that would then creep her up in the rankings to 36, 35 potentially. Maybe 34. Would it be 34 potentially? And if she gets to say 34 in the world, then you start looking above you and you start looking at the health of certain players. I mean, at the moment, I think Raducanu is a small doubt, at least for the French Open. She's not played, I think, since the Sunshine Double, Emma. I think she hasn't played since Indian Wells. Other players with health doubts above her in the rankings. That might be it, actually. Just going through this. Mboko, well, fingers crossed she'll be healthy, but she's obviously ill right now, hence her withdrawal from this tournament in Italy. So, yeah, I think if it is after the Italian Open, the French Open seedings are decided, I think that to be seeded, and of course, if she is seeded for the French Open, it just means an easier first couple of rounds for her and increases the likelihood that Alex can progress in Paris at Roland Garros. I think she's going to have to win at least one more match. Okay? That is if Eala is to progress. And I think it's a tall order for her to win against Sakkari or especially Rybakina. Regarding her win today, by the way, it was all about digging deep. I don't think Eala even necessarily played her best tennis. There were some unbelievable winners from her when she was fighting from positions where she was down on the court and down in the point and staring down the barrel, and yet she would produce a sensational winner from nowhere. But still, on occasions, I do think a movement was exposed, and I do expect Sakkari and Rybakina to expose that movement even more. And Wang, as I said in my preview, one of the reasons why I thought Eala had a great chance is that actually, unlike so many other occasions when Wang comes up against somebody, for example, Elise Mertens is a good example in Madrid. Elise and Leila Fernandez in Stuttgart, and Ostapenko to a large extent in Linz. These are players that love playing on the clay. Elise Mertens is adept on all surfaces, whereas Eala isn't. But today, Eala was coming up against someone who is also probably desperate for the clay court season to finish so she can get on the grass and especially the hard courts. Xinyu Wang is just like Alex in that respect. So she'll be keen for that is for another day. And like I said, what wins, even if Eala doesn't make getting seeded by the French Open, what these wins will do is they'll put her in an even stronger position than she was a year ago on the grass. Because I do think, listen, if she gets seeded for the French Open, it'll be an unbelievable bonus. But I do think a realistic ambition for Alex is to be seeded for Wimbledon this year, so she can avoid a horrible first round like she had against Krejcikova a year ago. Now, she has got a lot of points to defend across that grass court season, so it won't necessarily be plain sailing, but I like Eala on the grass. I really do. And she had some good wins last year. That's one of the reasons why she's got so many points to defend, including, of course, making a 250 final. But she went out first round at Wimbledon, so there's points to be gained there. But looking at before Wimbledon, let's look at this chunk of tennis that we've got for her right now and until Wimbledon. And she, listen, I guess there is one thing, actually, come just now thinking about Palmer. I'm just thinking, I've just had another thought. She might still play Palmer if she loses on Sunday. Because if she loses on Sunday, and if they can just do a quick equation and say, look, 1 or 2 wins in Palmer, that's the 1-2-5 that Alex could potentially play next week. She could play next week. That might mean that she then says, you know what, I'm going to play the 1-2-5 in Palmer. If, for example, she's so close to being seeded, right? Let's say because don't forget, as I say, I think the seedings are decided at the end of next week. So that's after the Italian Open, after the 1-2-5 in Palmer. I do think that if that is the case, she might then play that 1-2-5. Because if you look at this live rankings, let's say she loses in the next round and she's 37 in the world. But go to Palmer and win 2 matches and you will creep up to 33 in the world. And 33 might be enough to get in the seedings, depending on the health of players above her in the rankings. Maybe 3 wins in Palmer and suddenly she's easily going to be seeded for the French Open. And then don't play Rabat, of course. So actually, I think Sunday she loses, let's say, go to Palmer, win a couple of matches, get seeded for the French Open. Or Sunday she wins, and I think she might well be seeded for the French Open on the back of that. A Sunday win, of course, is unlikely, I think. I would say her chances of beating Rybakina are about 10 to 15%. Her chances of beating Sakkari are about 25%. Really, on the clay for Eala, it's all about ball striking. And today, on occasion, when she was down in the points, she really did strike. Indeed, Eala never gives up. When she was 3-love double breakdown today, or 3-2 down with a break in the second set, or, of course, when she was down a break in the deciding set against Frech in the previous round. It's one of her biggest strengths, as she told Colin Salau, and I do hope I'm pronouncing Colin's name right, just a few weeks ago in Indian Wells. Listen to this.
How do you put into fortifying that mental pressure or that mental fortitude? I'm curious how that process is for you.
It's all about experience for me. I have been competing since I was 6 and playing tennis since I was 4. So you can imagine how many tough situations I've been in regards with tennis. So I truly feel that the more you're put in that situation, the more you learn about yourself and the more you're able to approach certain moments in a way that suits you best. So I think being in those situations and really being brave is the best thing that I can do for myself.
Ooh, just a little bit of breaking news. McNally and Swiatek are in a second set tiebreak. I think I saw Swiatek up a set and a break in that match. I could be wrong regarding the second set. But in the just second set tiebreak, Swiatek, around a 64 exit for her would be wild. But I mean, that's a long way away, even if she was to lose the tiebreak. And they're just on serve at the moment there. So that is a long way away from being done. What is done, though, is Alex Eala in terms of winning this match. Not done in terms of the tournament, for those of you just tuning in, wondering, oh, no, she's done. No, don't worry. She has won in straight sets over Xinyu Wang. McNally has a mini break, by the way, at the change of ends. That is on the center court in Rome, so it's 4-2 there at the change of ends, giving the advantage for McNally over the number 4 seed, Swiatek, in Rome. Of course, the seedings, as I say, will be decided for the French Open, I believe, at the end of this Italian Open. So going from, I don't think Swiatek is vulnerable in terms of Pegula being behind her in the rankings. So she will almost certainly have a top 4 seeding, which is, she's not going to be top 2. And whether you're seeded 3 or 4 doesn't matter so much. But yeah, for Eala, though, there's a lot to play for in the coming days, whether that be against Rybakina or Sakkari in the next round, or whether it be against, well, it's going to be against Rybakina, or whether it be wins that she might well need or feel that she needs to get in Rome. Sorry, in Parma. Yeah, now I'm just rethinking this whole strategy. I think she loses on Sunday, for example. We will have that match as a watch along. So please do, whoever she plays on Sunday, whether it be Rybakina or Maria Sakkari, we will have a watch along for that as well. So do please join us for that. And of course, in the meantime, hit like and subscribe. Oh, and also hit that notification bell so you know whenever we go live. That way you won't miss any of our live streams, whether they're Alex Eala related or tennis in general. As I see Swiatek win the next point for 4-3. She is still down a mini break in this tie break. I will just stay live until then. Also, check out our merch, by the way. It's pinned in the live chat below, or in the chat below, in the description below. If you want to get some Talking Tennis merchandise. Also, let me know your thoughts. How many more wins can Eala get on the clay? Might be one. It's all about really whether she plays Parma and also what her first round at the French Open looks like. Even if she's not seeded, she might get fortunate. She might get Pavlyuchenkova like she got in Madrid. I think that was a nice draw. I think she's had a nice draw here as well, by the way. That is something I will say, that the draw in Rome to get those 2 wins, they were winnable encounters. Magdalena Frech, McNally's just hit a double fault, by the way, so it's 4. Magdalena Frech, beatable, let's say, in the first round. And she proved that by winning 3 sets. And then Wang, someone who struggles on the clay as much as she does. And therefore, perhaps Alex's form just being slightly better and her ball striking today in particular. I mean, Wang, a lot of unforced errors, a lot of mishits, including on match point there, that helped Eala get over the line in straight sets. As we see some Filipina fans here from Diane Castillejo, who's been on the channel a few times before. These are the Filipina fans. They look delighted with Alex Eala's progress in the Italian Open. Do give Deanna a follow, by the way, on social media, as she's on the ground in Rome. And yeah, the crowd was pretty boisterous today and pretty packed as well for Eala's win. A few more empty seats for this Swiatek match. They are just starting to file in now. McNally up 5-4 in this second set tiebreak. I will just stay live until this tiebreak is concluded. I'm just wondering, I think Swiatek is in an opposite side of the draw. That if I did just look a little bit, hi Bugsy, if I did just look a little further into the draw, by the way, we've also got, this is also the same section. If, for example, Alex could pull off the improbable and beat Rybakina or Sakkari, she would then play the one of Alexandrova, who she's played before, Sigmund, who she's played before and beaten, Pliskova or Jacqueline Christian. Those 4 players would be potential 4th round opponents for Alex Eala, should she get the improbable win in the 3rd round over Sakkari or Rybakina. We've got some set points for McNally here on the Iga Swiatek serve. Of course, Iga Swiatek with her new coach, Francisco Roig. That partnership coming in the wake of the split that she had with Wim Fissette. Let's see how these set points pan out, see if we are going to go to a 3rd set or Iga Swiatek is going to get over the line. Wow, this rally is continuing here. Some great striking from both players, but McNally in particular, she's up in the rally, but Swiatek defending really well. If she doesn't win this set point, McNally, and Iga comes back to win the match, she will have some regrets, but now it's Swiatek who's up. And well done, Iga, for fighting, saving that first set point. Yeah. I'm just going to share with you another time these stats from the match to see what you think. What do you think about those stats, by the way? She's going to have to get 70% first serves in against Rybakina or Sakkari. That's for sure. going to see if I can find some. Oh, by the way, the head-to-head now between Wang and Eala is one each, right? It was 1-0 for Wang, so Eala gets some sort of revenge on Wang after her really dramatic tight 3-set loss in New Zealand earlier this year. Let's see if I can get some stats for Eala Wang. Rome stats. Oh, McNally's won the second set in 82 minutes, that second set. McNally against Swiatek. Okay, maybe the WTA website is not going to offer us any match stats, which is a real pity. Or maybe they're just going to take their time with them. Oh, no, here we go. I'm going to share some of these other stats with you on the screen. That some of them will be similar, but we might get unforced errors. No, we're not going to get any unforced errors or winners. What I will say, though, is that I'm sure we got a lot more unforced errors off the racket of Xinyu Wang today. Transport 001. I do like this. More chance of Nelson coming down for a cheeseburger and a chocolate milkshake than Eala beating Rebecca. Nelson, by the way, Transport 001, is that Nelson as in Lord Nelson, the British explorer? No, British leader. The one who won, is it the Battle of Agincourt over the French dude? Transport 001, can you do me a favor and hit subscribe on our sister channel, Talking United? That would be much appreciated if you could do that. I will just post the link in the live chat. It's also in the description below. So you can all hit subscribe on that and have a little party. Where are you tuning in from, Transport 001? Also in the live chat below, or in the comments below, let me know if you agree with Transport 001, which is basically saying it's going to be impossible for Eala to beat Rebecca. It might not be Rebecca. It could be Sakkari. I don't rule out the chances of a Sakkari win over Rebecca. I do think Rebecca wins. She's won the tournament here before. Sakkari's form is sketchy. She sort of had a little flurry, didn't she, in the Middle East, where she showed some signs of life, including beating Iga Swiatek. But there will be the novelty factor. But I think even Sakkari on clay would be a tall order because she's great on the clay. She can be. Former French Open semi-finalist, I think, Sakkari. Maybe she wants one more flurry because it's been a rough few years for her, I think, since, say, 2021 when she arguably reached a peak. Maybe Eala can reach a peak against the Greek. We look at that section of the draw. Look, Eala came through Frech in 3 sets, down a break in the deciding set. Today, down a double break in the first set and a single break in the second, but still she won. Sakkari had to come from a set down to beat Tagger, but maybe that little bit more experience in Rome this year compared to Rebecca and might give Sakkari a chance. Maybe it's all about, for Sakkari, she can start well. If she can start well, get up an early break, take advantage of the fact that she has played some tennis already. Maybe that'll be the case. Right in front of us, we've got Iga Swiatek struggling. Let's listen to Alex Eala talking about the biggest moment, arguably, in her career.
Ready? Play.
How has life changed since that Miami run for you? Or has it not changed at all?
A lot has changed technically, but I don't really feel, at the same time, not much has changed. It's hard to explain. I've had the same work ethic since I was young, so nothing in terms of how I go about my day has really changed. Of course, there's a big difference between last month and this month in terms of my results, my ranking, but when you focus on the things that I need to focus on, there's nothing much. Nothing much. Yeah.
Do you feel any more pressure?
I think it's normal to feel some pressure after a big run like this. But tennis is a game that has a lot of pressure in whichever moment that that you're in your life. And I think that I've done the best I could with my mentality and talking with my team about how I can handle it, and hopefully that shows on court.
The win over Iga, is that the best moment of your career so far, would you say?
Of course. I think all of those, I think all the wins that week, and even the match against Jessica was each such important moments in my life. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss out on all things tennis. During that same week, by the way, we also spoke to Alex about her preferred surface and some of her clay struggles, which this season she is making some improvements on. Remember, 2 wins last year on the clay. This year she's already doubled that number. And she spoke about her relationship with the clay.
Ready. Play.
Where are we at with your game and your preference? Clay, grass, hard? What's your sort of preferred condition?
I prefer hard court. It's the one I grew up in, and I think my game naturally is more suited to that. But I've been playing on clay for a long time as well. It's true that the clay season is shorter, much shorter than the hard season, but I love clay, and I'm just, trying to get it to love me back.
What is it about clay, do you think, for you and your game that makes it maybe a little bit more tricky than hardcourt, for example?
Well, I grew up on hard court, so it comes more natural to me, and maybe my game is a bit more suited to there, how to move, but not to say that it should change on clay. I don't think it's in the end, it's a court, so of course maybe the bounce is higher, it's affected by the weather, but you can't make it such a big deal. It's nothing to change my whole game over, so I believe that I can do just as well on clay as I can on hard. Yeah.
If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss out on all things tennis. Yeah, so Tennis Asia here, tweeting, Alex Eala gets a 2nd consecutive win in Rome. That's, of course, 2 more than last year. In fact, last year she could only win 1 game in Rome, and that was against Marta Kostyuk in her 6-love, 6-1 loss. Was it 6-love, 6-1, 6-1, 6-love? One of the two. And this year she's won 2 matches. It was an excellent performance from the Filipino, who's finding a way to make her game work on clay. I mean, she was just ball striking incredibly. After fighting back from love 3 down in the first set, there's a double break deficit as well. So it wasn't just 3-love with a single break, it was a double break. And she was dominant in the second. Up next, Maria Sakkari, or world number 2, Elena Rybakina. We will be bringing you that match as well on the channel. So please join us for that as we discover who will be Alex Eala's next opponent in the Eternal City. Either Sakkari or Rybakina. For that live tennis watch along, we'll have that coming up later on today. It'll be in a couple of hours. So probably 9, 10, 11 o'clock in the evening in Philippines. Hopefully not too late for you on a Friday evening, Friday night. I know it's been a hot day in Manila and probably across the Philippines as well. But fingers crossed you can join us for that watch along too, as we look forward to seeing who Alex Eala's next opponent at the Italian Open will be. Let me know either in the live chat or in in the comments below as to who you think it's going to be. Are you going to go for, you think it's going to be Rybakina, or do you think it's going to be Maria Sakkari? I'm going to go Rybakina. 2 close-ish sets. Maybe Sakkari goes up an early break, but Rybakina gets it back on serve and ultimately prevails in straight sets. That would be my prediction for that encounter, but that is still to come. Great that you could join us all today. You know the drill. Hit the like button and subscribe. Also, really important, people, don't forget to hit the notification bell. Hit that notification bell. And also share this as well, wherever you can. Share it on your social media so we can get even more tennis fans joining us for these watch-alongs and plenty of other things. We have previews as well. And we will, of course, be previewing Sakkari or Rybakina against Alex Eala in the next round. Okay. Thank you for joining. Make sure you join us as well for Sakkari against Rybakina to find out who Alex Eala is going to be playing next. We'll have a live watch along for that. But in the meantime, take care. Oh, we're just going to hear, yeah, we've already heard Alex talk about her abilities on the clay. We've also heard from her regarding her abilities on the clay. I do also want to just say one more thing before we finish this, which is about Eala and the fandom. I know it gets so many people upset, but I do think that they are ridiculous for being upset, and this is why. I want to address something right now, which is going on social media, and it's regarding Alex Eala. And it's people getting angry and upset when Alex Eala loses a tennis match, by the way. They're going, look, see, this is why you shouldn't be so hyping her up. What is this hype all about? Let me tell you now, there is no Alex Eala hype. She is living in your heads rent-free, as are the fans, by the way, which I think is a marvelous thing for tennis. And as someone who wants tennis to expand and be welcomed in other parts of the world and welcome those into tennis with open arms, you guys that are actually trying to quell that are actually saying, no, I want to keep tennis just for me and the small amount of elites that already are within the sport. I want to see it expand, and I'm wonderfully welcoming to a part of the world such as the Philippines, which has been yearning and is obviously desperate for a sports star to fill the chasm, the void that is obvious and apparent in the wake of the retirement of Manny Pacquiao. Now they have it in Alex Eala. No one is saying that Alex Eala is going to be a Grand Slam winner anytime soon or reaching world number 1. And by the way, this is where you guys that are feeling in the hate on her and saying, why are you getting hyping her up? No one's hyping her up. And we know that you're conflating the two issues of hype and excitement and drama, all of which Alex Eala definitely brings to tennis. But it's obvious that you're getting the two conflated because you actually get more angry in the wake of an Alex Eala loss, going, look, there you go, that proves it. That shows that she's not going to be doing this. No one. You won't find one single expert former player suggesting she's going to be making top 10 or even possibly top 20. And yet she is world number 32. She's the 32nd best tennis player in the world. That is what she's being recognized for in terms of her tennis ability. But of course, there's a much more wider significance. And if you look at a bit of tennis history, I think it's quite important. You become to realize that not everybody is just about winning titles, about what they can bring to the sport. And what Alex Eala is certainly delivering right now in terms of fandom and interest in the sport. I sometimes wonder, by the way, those of you that are getting really annoyed by this, you're actually really angry about the excitement that she brings and the seats that she fills within a stadium. I sometimes wonder if you get tennis, if you get sport, or even if you get life. Well, what do you think, people? All right, guys, that brings it to a close. See you for the watch along as we discover Alex Eala's next opponent in Rome, whether that be Elena Rybakina or Maria Sakkari after her straight sets win today over Xinyu Wang. In the meantime, you know the drill. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss out on all things tennis.